What's up, everybody? Welcome to another show, NBA show from SBR. Make sure you guys go to sbrpicks.com/NBA to check out all the NBA articles we have over there. I'm your host, Jay Money. It's my guy, BlackJack Fletcher. And it's my guy, Junior Browne. What's up, Junior? Everything good with you, my guy? How was your day yesterday?
Well, I had a pretty good day myself personally, but obviously I care about any pick on the show that I make official. So from the show's purposes, not a good day. Obviously, I picked the Hornets. The Mavs came out and smacked them in the mouth in the first quarter. The Hornets actually competed pretty well after that, but that doesn't really mean anything, right? That's just for me, is my observation of the Hornets. At least they didn't quit. They kept on fighting. I guess what choice did they have? But I'm glad you guys and anyone that rode with y'all on that pick. But a lot of my leans, obviously, you know, Jay, how it goes. We can't really give all of our official plays on the show because the day is long, the lines move a lot, a lot of decisions to be made, and a lot of my leans came through for me. So for me, it was okay. But I'm not happy, you know, giving out an official pick that didn't win. So let's get to it today whenever y'all ready. Obviously, there's an elephant in the room with the bearded one, you know what I'm saying, taking his fat ass up to New York City, up to Brooklyn, getting back together with his old teammate KD. Can he learn his role? I mean, he was a sixth man the last time he was KD's teammate. So can he know his role and fit in and win a chip, or what's good? What do y'all boys think of that?
What's up, Blackjack? Everything good with you, my guy? I guess you could roll into that. What do you think about that Harden trade?
Yeah, I'm good. 2-1 day yesterday with the plays on the show, so another good day there. Would have been nice if Memphis and Minnesota could keep it under, but they couldn't. As far as the trade goes, right? I mean, like, it's what everyone's talking about. There's a few different ways to look at this. First, I think that you've got to look at what Gerson Rosas did in Houston and say, this is about as good as you could have asked for, right? Like, in terms of a guy who clearly wanted out, was making it difficult, this is a hell of a return. Right. I mean, you wind up getting Victor Oladipo back in terms of, a player who you can do what you want with. Maybe you try to flip him. Maybe you evaluate him, see what you want to do. You get Jared Allen, a player that I know, Junior, we've talked about on the show, a nice young player defensively, a nice piece to have. And then you pick up control of Brooklyn's first round picks for 7 years, right? 4 first round picks go to you, 3 rights to a pick swap. I mean, it's as good a return as you're going to get anywhere. From the Brooklyn side of this, on one level, I understand it, right? You've got Durant, you've got Irving, you're all in. You're all in now. The chips are firmly in the center of the table. I mean, you better win a title in the next 2 years because there's no guarantee these dudes are going to be here. After that, there's no guarantee that this thing doesn't blow up in a catastrophic way because you've got one of the more mercurial guys in the NBA in Kyrie Irving. You've got one of the more sensitive guys in the NBA in Kevin Durant. And then you got a guy who's going to be hanging out at Scores every night in James Harden. So, I mean, who knows if it's going to work? If it is, it better work quick because otherwise Sean Marks and Steve Nash are probably going to be looking for employment somewhere else in 3 years because when this is over, this team's going to have a real tough time coming back from it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's tough when you give up a lot of draft picks. We know. So just real quick, my day yesterday wasn't good. I'm still pissed, as you guys can probably tell. It's fucking bullshit, man. The Timberwolves up a whole game. It happens, up 10, and just pissed away. Did get lucky the day before, so I can't be too pissed. But I feel like we really had the right side with the Timberwolves. They get outscored 38-17 in the fourth quarter, man, with Cat back. It's just, I mean, I know a lot of people say bad teams, all this, but, I mean, both of those teams are bad. And so the Timberwolves, they're full go. They were winning the whole fucking game. So, I mean, we end up losing it, but I still wouldn't say that it's a bad play. They just pissed it away in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies got hot at the right time, man. It happens. But yeah, with the Harden trade, it's pretty crazy. We knew that he's saying that they're not good enough, all this. Harden really lost a lot of respect for me, if you ask me. The fact that, regardless of the fact that he doesn't play any defense or the fact that he's a ball hog or the fact that no matter where he goes, he's not going to win. The way that he left Houston just absolutely terrible, bro. So you know what I'm saying? It's terrible, man. Now he got to pay $13 million in taxes before he go over there to the Nets. You got Kyrie, who's an absolute head case. Now you got Harden, who's going to party wherever he goes, and then KD, who's pretty much he's going bald here quickly. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here, my guys. Three really great offensive guys. Mm-hmm. Who are they gonna run at center? Seriously, who's gonna? I mean, you give up Karis LeVert, you give up Jared Allen. So Jared Allen went to the Cavs. What the hell are the Cavs doing over there? You got Towers over there, Drummond, Allen. Who knows what the Cavs doing? But they still kind of won. So just to break down the Nets, they get James Harden. That's the only thing they get. The Rockets get Victor Oladipo and Dante Exum. They get Karooks. They get 4 first-round picks and 4 draft swaps. Same thing. Cavs get Jared Allen and Taurean Prince. So Cavs only give up 1 draft pick, and they get Taurean Prince and Jared Allen. That's a win, if you ask me. They're going to do some trades or something. They can't keep all them damn bigs. There's no way. But, hey, Cavs stacking up, man. But Pacers, they get Karis LeVert. They kind of won as well. They know they want to get Oladipo out. Hey, that's a damn good trade. You get LeVert, a lot younger player, a lot more upside, not as much injury prone. And then, so we got to talk about the Rockets, Junior. They got Cousins, John Wall, and now Oladipo over there. The ACL team over there, which I want to say something real quick. The Rockets may have a little buy sign for me here in the near future when they get their players back. They finally got rid of their cancer. Just think about, you know what I'm saying? Like, say if it's a bully or something. Say if you're in school, it's a bully that's in your class, and he ended up leaving school or something. Oh, you coming in class the next day? Hey, we good now, baby. You happy? Everybody playing good? I think the Rockets will actually really come to play here pretty soon. It may not be tonight, but we'll get to that. But I think in the near future, Junior, what do you think about the Rockets here? You think those guys can stay healthy over there? And who won the trade, Junior?
I can't wait to see the price on the Rockets because now you're talking about a totally different team, obviously. It's going to be weird to have to handicap them because what kind of style are they going to play? I mean, I know they got John Wall, so you're going to have to figure they're going to push the pace. Listen, ACL tears are not what they were 10, 15, 20 years ago. Guys have ACL tears in both the NFL, NBA, in all major sports and come back and are still able to produce pretty well. John Wall looks pretty good to me. I know he doesn't look as athletic maybe as he used to, but he's also not really a young guy anymore. So I think that because Boogie and John Wall are homeboys anyway, we obviously college teammates. They've always wanted to play together. So that at least in theory, they're going to always get along. Depot just kind of seems like the kind of dude from the personality that, he kind of exhibits that he just get along with whoever, you know what I'm saying? And no offense to our boy, Jordan Sharp, you got to be happy to move from Indiana to Houston. I'm taking that move all day, every day. So, Oladipo's African. He gets some nice jollof rice down there in Houston, some food. I don't know what the African food is popping like in Indiana. So
I hear, man.
Oladipo's happy. They might look nice out there, bro. I might be buying this new Rockets team. I kind of think they won the trade for the simple fact that you never ever get equal value for a player of Harden's talent. So that's kind of impossible. And BlackJack mentioned it. How could they do better than they did? Like, they got so many picks and players that I think they did great, honestly. And as for Indiana, they too, just for the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, Oladipo did not want to be in Indiana. No matter what he just said the other day, you guys know, Jay, when he was in the bubble, he was talking about opting out of the bubble because he didn't want to hurt himself in case his free agency value went down. So he didn't even want to be there in the first place. So they got something for somebody that didn't even want to be there. And Karis LeVert is a baller, bro. So, I think the Nets, like BlackJack said, the Nets are the team that if they don't win the championship, this is a fucking disaster for them. So they're in a kind of a spot where they're definitely not guaranteed to win a championship because LeBron and Anthony Davis play on the same team. And they still got to get out of the East, which is not going to be easy.
Definitely.
But he plays defense on that team. So
Junior, you brought up something that, like, I think a lot of people are already mentioning, which is that this is not a gimme that this team makes it out of the Eastern Conference, right? I mean, can you imagine what happens if they don't even see an NBA Finals in 2
the
years?
Clippers told us what could happen. Everyone's going to laugh at you like you're an idiot.
It happened before in Brooklyn. They had Darren Williams. They got Kevin Garnett over there.
Sure
Paul Pierce. Plus, they had Brook Lopez. That's when he was fresh. Is it one more player? Joe Johnson. ISO Joe, my guy from Arkansas. I like ISO Joe. But they supposedly had a superstar contract, and Darren Williams was pretty much washed up then. But same thing. That's when they first moved to Brooklyn. It'll be interesting to see here. Guys, we know the defense. They're going to have to get some defenders out there, guys. They have to get another center, if you ask me. I mean, what are they doing? Kyrie, he probably going to come back all happy and shit now, Kyrie, after the protocols. But it's interesting for me to see all their contracts are pretty. I think they got a player option, all three of the guys in 22, 23. So they got a couple of years to win a championship, and they're definitely going to challenge the theory of defense wins championships. That's for damn sure, because they'll be doing it with all offense. My guy Nairobi asked me, what do we think about, just real quick, last thing on this, what do we think about Stephen A. Smith's remarks on that Kyrie should retire? BlackJack, what do you think, my guy?
I'm not going to say that he should retire, but I think Kyrie is one of those guys who will do it very suddenly when it happens. I mean, who the hell am I or Stephen A. Smith or any of us to tell someone else they should retire? But I think with Kyrie Irving, it's just going to happen one day. Like it's going to kind of come out of the blue, and he's going to decide, you know what, there's other things I want to do besides play basketball, and he's just going to leave. And it could be mid-season. Hell, it could be mid-game. It wouldn't shock me if he just left.
No, I could see that.
I mean, it
so
really
Ricky
wouldn't
Williams.
surprise me.
Yep, so he going Ricky Williams, man. I could definitely see. He's a baller on the court, Junior, but just outside of the line, just him as a person. What do you think? You think that he's probably nearing retirement soon after he's letting all this stuff aggravate him?
Yeah, like I said yesterday, man, my whole argument with Kyrie is, and I'll admit my bias is I just like Kyrie's game. Who doesn't like Kyrie's game is just that he's just an attention whore. He's like Dennis Rodman, like Dennis Rodman has actual problems. Kyrie has, in my opinion, made up problems, or maybe he does have a mental illness. I don't know, but there's something going on where he needs attention, and he'll do whatever it takes to get attention. He's not talking to the media, yet he's doing weirder and weirder shit than ever. And I think it's a ploy to get more attention, to be honest with you. I don't know, man. Just shut your face and just play ball, son. That's all
literally not answer that shit and talk about what you want to talk about. Like you have that. So if you really want to get out what you want to say or have a problem, like you can literally get on their ass, like right there, answer what they ask you a basketball question about the game. You know what so-and-so is going on in the world. They can do that. So that's the only thing I'm saying, man. It's like we know what's messing with them. Just guys, you can talk to them, but
talk about
attention. Yeah, attention. I don't know, bro. You already got the attention. I don't know, man. But it obviously with this whole flat Earth and shit, he trying to get attention. But yeah, yesterday, real quick, Mavs ended up getting the job done. The Bucks, it was crazy. Josh Jackson hit a late three for the Pistons. It was a heavy late. Pistons ended up getting the job done. Timberwolves pissed it away. That game did end up going over. It was a fourth quarter fucking meltdown. The Nets ended up getting the job done over the Knicks. It was a little bit close there in the end. Knicks kind of made it close. Quickly had to pretty much ball out for them boys for the Nets. For the Knicks against the Nets. The Lakers handled up against OKC. LeBron and AD ended up playing. The Pelicans ended up getting the job done. Zion, they didn't win, but they got the job done for better. Zion ended up going out of health protocols right before a game. Everybody hopped on Clippers. It didn't end up working out. The Blazers, I ended up going to sleep on that game. It was down 16. But Dame came all the way back, man, over 40 points. I know him and Nurkic played like 40 minutes. We'll talk about that. Let's go ahead and get to today's games, guys. Only 5 games. We had time to do it. We had time to talk about some other stuff. Jay, do you think these players knowing that they are traded will affect their play tonight? I'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm always one to think that, like, especially here with this first game up, my guys, we got Heat versus 76ers. 76ers opened up at -11, -10.5. We know that the 76ers were the other main team with the Nets that was going after Harden. And I'm glad I read that question off because, I mean, Simmons could feel some type of way. It could excel them, make them play even better. But Simmons could feel some type of way. They were really finna trade him. I don't know what to say about Simmons. I don't know what his position is in the league. I don't even know if he's an NBA player, Junior. What do you think about this game? I know you were on Philly last game. What do you think about this one? Like they get all their players back, and just what do you think about that? You think Simmons kind of a little bit in his head that he was about to get traded? Real quick, Junior.
I know you don't like Ben Simmons, but I do. Of course, he's an NBA player. He's all NBA, right? So he's an all-star anyway. First team all defense.
He can't shoot though, Junior. You have to give in today's NBA. You can't shoot.
Listen, he's basically, if you just think about it this way, he's a bigger, stronger version of Rondo. Just think about it. Like think about it from that perspective. In the beginning of Rondo's career, bro, Rondo would do everything to not ever go to the free throw line. Rondo would drive to the basket, have a layup, and be like, "Nah, I'm kicking it out." He gets a lot of assists, but he gets a lot of assists because he don't want to shoot free throws. He's scared. Now, obviously, Rondo been in the NBA for like 15 years now, and he's developed a bit of a shot. And I'm not even saying that Ben Simmons will ever shoot as much as Rondo. What I am saying is, if Ben Simmons on the team, in my opinion, you could just use him like the way you do Nurkic, and just put not Nurkic, Jokic out in Denver. Put him in the high post. He's a much better passer than him, who's the best passing center of all time, and he's 1,000 times more athletic. If you put Ben Simmons one dribble away from the rim and surround him with shooters, you have a team. It's actually pretty simple. So that's his position in the league. But he's going to get traded from Philly no matter what, which I kind of think is a mistake because Joel Embiid, I think, is soft as glass. At least Ben Simmons cares and plays hard every night. I think Joel Embiid is a clown. As for Philly, no chance I'm betting on them. I watched that entire game last game, and they didn't give a shit. Their effort sucks. I'm off of that team for a while.
Got you. BlackJack, what you think in this one? Total opened up at 221, up to 222 and a half. Like I say, the 76ers get all their players back. Do you think it's a smash spot? And do you think that they come to play here defensively?
Yeah, I'm taking the Sixers here. It's going to be one of my official plays. I'm going to lay the 10.5. I get it, Junior, right? And I couldn't agree more about Embiid. Embiid is tissue paper soft. For a guy with his talent, he should dominate every night. And he just doesn't because he doesn't choose to. Ben Simmons is probably going to get traded, but I do think maybe there's a little bit of relief now that it's not imminent. Now that this thing isn't swirling around you at 100 miles an hour. It felt like Simmons was standing in the middle of a hurricane, and maybe that kind of goes away a little bit, and maybe he can step up a little tonight. I just think this play is based on the rosters, right? I mean, look at what Miami is missing, and let's be clear here. Any sort of misstep from Miami, and this game doesn't happen because they are right at the number of 8 bodies that they can throw out there. And you're getting no Bam Adebayo, no Jimmy Butler, no Goran Dragic, no Kendrick Nunn. I mean, you are so depleted. It took career best nights from both Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson in order for them to keep that game close. And now the Sixers get back Tobias Harris. They're just going to be a stronger team tonight than they were on Tuesday. I think Philadelphia comes out and smacks them around. I just don't think Miami's got the bodies to stay in this twice in a row.
Gotcha. Yeah, if we know if Philly does take them serious, they could smack them up. Like I say, getting back to the question that I was asked in the chat, Maxey, Ben Simmons, you know what I'm saying, guys like that, they were probably on the go. So, and I know Maxey, he's a young guy. Shit, he's from Texas, not too far from where I live. He probably would have been happy to go to Houston, to be honest with you, even though he's nice playing over there in Philly as well. But his name and Simmons, like they were finna trade them. I think it was just Maxey and Simmons. They was finna do it probably with some draft picks as well. Could mess them up, but just, you know what I'm saying, to answer your question, as far as to this game, in theory, the 76ers should smash, but I'm with Junior. I'm not messing with it. You never know, especially right with the NBA right now, man. They just want to get the win. In my opinion, they would have to come out and be up by 20 at the half, especially the way the Heat are, because that Hero and Duncan Robinson, like, that's just the way they play. They're guys, if you don't chase them out on the three-point line, if you're going under, yeah, they're going to keep getting it. I mean, what do we see once again? He getting the foul calls, man. Like, I promise you, every time a Hero and Duncan Robinson shot the ball, and you go anywhere near them, they're calling the foul. And a few times they made it, 4-point play, but I'm talking about 3 free throws. I I'm staying all the way off this shit. In theory, 76 should smash. Simmons with me, and just my opinion, it's just opinions here. I don't know one NBA team that would know what to do with him. I mean, seriously, is he point guard? Is he a power forward? Is he a center? I understand he can play basketball, but as for in today's NBA, if you can't shoot, it's really tough. I mean, that's why the centers, that's why Andre Drummond, he probably won't get another contract. If you can't shoot out here in today's NBA, teams don't want you. They're going analytical. Like, I know it's the old school guys we don't really agree with it, but they're going straight plus minus analytical. If you can't shoot, they're going to get a young guy that can do everything that you can do plus shoot. So that's today's NBA. I'm telling you, that's just where they're going. It's all about scoring points. It's not about defense anymore. Nobody cares about this shit. But next game up, my guys, the Hornets versus the Raptors. Line opened up at Raptors -7. They got up to 9, back down to 8.5 with the news that Gordon Hayward is going to play in today's game. He left yesterday with a little hip strain. Total at 220.5, my guy, Junior. Any looks on this game? You think the Raptors sitting at, they're 2-8 on the season, laying 8.5, 9 points here to the Hornets. What you think in this one, my guy?
Yeah, you just know there's no fucking way I'm laying 8.5 points with a Raptors team that can barely beat anybody. Like, what are we even talking about right now, bro? Like, this is ridiculous. It's Charlotte or nothing for me, and I'm definitely not sold on taking the points with Charlotte just because they played last night. If all things were even, I would probably take the points with Charlotte, but there's absolutely no chance I'm laying. Essentially, you need the Raptors to win by 10 points, right? It's like you need them to win by 3 possessions at least. No way. No way.
Got you. BlackJack, what you think in this? I know if Hayward is out, I was looking towards the Raptors here. It is a high number. This is, hey, could be high for a reason. BlackJack, what do you think? Do you think that plus 8.5, that high number, is a trap for the Hornets here? Or do you think that the Raptors get it done?
No, I like the Hornets here. I'm going to take Charlotte plus the 8.5. I think that Junior's absolutely right. This is a 2-8 Raptors team, which deserves to be 2-8, by the way. This isn't like some sort of a mirage. This team has not played particularly good basketball. And Charlotte, say what you want, we've talked about them in the last couple of days. They have played well recently. I mean, they've looked a lot better than I think at least I expected them to look. So, yeah, I don't see why this Hornets team, now off a loss to the Mavericks, doesn't come out and, show some fight against the Toronto team that really is more than beatable here. You're going to be 8.5. Like you said, Junior, we're talking about 3+ possessions here. No chance. I want the points.
Gotcha. Yeah, I look at this Raptors team, and this is a game I had to look into really deeply because especially when I see that 9 out there. And I do think that it should have went down closer to that 7 with Hayward because like I say, that was the main reason why it went from 7 to 9 because of the Hayward news. I mean, that a lot of people aren't going to be just piling money on the Raptors, especially the way it look. But, I mean, I'm looking at them lately. And so the last few games for the Raptors, and I'm still not sold on this Hornets team, guys. And I watched the game really closely yesterday. When the Mavs bring that stifling defense out there, the Hornets, they're just shooters out there. If they're not hitting their shots, they can really get blown out the water. Like Devontae Graham was starting to make some shots. Terry Rozier always keep him in the game. But those twins coming off the bench, those Martin twins, they're good players, but they're just not there further along as they are, like when they compared to other benches. But you kind of have to remember that Hornets still small down low as well. So this is why I don't like the Raptors, though. They still don't have a real home stadium. We know that they're playing down there in Florida. They over there with you guys, man. They with y'all. Hey, BlackJack and Junior in Florida, my guys. But yeah,
I had tickets for Saturday night's game. Then they said no more fans.
Damn, that's crazy. See, that's how close my guy BlackJack is, my guy. So, but yeah, the Raptors coming in our first game home off a little 4-game road trip. It wasn't a good road trip. So they beat the Sacramento Kings, which was impressive, especially when they smacked them in the second half. They play a close one versus Golden State, lose that one by 1, which they impressed me in that game. I had to give it to them. Then they go and play the Blazers and only lose that game by 1 as well. So I'm not saying that the Raptors are back, but they still play hard. It's been tough for them to close out games. They do have to win by margin here, so that is the toughest thing here. But I'm just looking at the matchups here. If the Raptors come in pissed off playing the tough defense like they do, it's gonna be tough to win by margin. But if the Raptors they come to play a defense here, I see the Hornets as the type of team that can fold real quickly. In my opinion, if they face a really strong defensive team, that's the only reason. If not, they will run you at the gym. But like I say, very intriguing game. I think the 8.5 looks nice, man. But it wouldn't be surprising me to see. I remember this before when the Raptors faced the Knicks. When they were hot, they were laying 9, and everyone's like, it's too many points. They went out there and smacked their ass by 15. But they did have to pull away late, my guy. So just to lean on the Raptors for me, I'm not leaning their points with them. Y'all know I actually like to fade the teams when they come back to the house, but they're not even going home. It's like, what are they doing there, bro? But next game up, my guys, we got the Rockets versus the Spurs. It's another one, man. I look deeply into it. Damn, I wish John Wall was in this game. I'd be smashing the Rockets. I can't even lie. Lined up to the Spurs favored by 7 in this one, BlackJack. Total of 219. Any look on this game, my guy?
Nope. I want no part of this one tonight. Like you said, if this was maybe a different day or a different situation lineup-wise, I might have some interest. But today, with what we're looking at here, I really don't see it. I think taking a stab at this game is it's kind of flipping a coin at this point. So I wouldn't touch it.
Got you, Junior. What do you think? Any looks on this game? Is that 7 with the Spurs too rich here?
Yeah, it's just too many points. The Spurs are not 7 points better than really anybody, in my opinion. So that kind of means that there's something wrong with Houston. They believe in it. That's John Wall being out. I just think I have more questions than answers. And in that situation, that means it's a pass for me.
Yeah, I really wish the Rockets had a point guard here. I'm just looking at who's likely going to be the point. It's saying Sterling Browne likely going to be. I know Eric Gordon, he can run point as well, but they thin on bodies, so they only have 9 players available for this game. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you have Mason Jones, I'm not going to even count him out. He probably wanted, but Tate Cousins and McLemore coming off the bench is not bad. I was looking to see if DeRozan's going to come back. He is coming back. He was away with his father is ill. DeRozan is not necessarily a mentally strong person, so be interesting to see how he will be playing tonight, but I'm not sure if DeRozan is the type of player that's going to go off for it. I mean, his dad didn't die or anything. He's just kind of sick right now, so I don't think DeRozan maybe, be motivated to go off for 40. Actually,
but
could
he's been
be.
balling, though.
Huh?
I'm not a DeRozan fan, but he's been balling, though.
Yeah, no, DeRozan is their best player by far. And when you watch the Spurs, when they play without DeRozan, they move the ball a whole lot more. Like, everybody's getting going. Does Dejounte Murray kind of take over to Lonnie Walker? When DeRozan's in, the ball is in his hand pretty much most of the time. It's DeRozan and Aldridge, and then the other guys had to get into it. But DeRozan is like their point guard. He's there. So I really feel like when DeRozan's in there, if you can stop him or kind of, you know what I'm saying, you can beat the Spurs. I don't think they're 7 points better than the Rockets. I tell you, I really want to take the Rockets here tonight. After they got rid of their cancer, everybody's going to come to play. Everybody's happy to play now. It's basketball. Okay, let's get it going now. Okay, we all on the same page. We got rid of him. Usually when that happens, I really wish fucking Wall was in here, guys. It's really would hurt me because they don't have a true point guard in this one. If they had Wall, and even this is going to be 4 or 5, I would be slamming the Rockets here. Yeah. But he's not in. It's really tough. I still have a heavy link to the Rockets, but I probably won't even have a play today, guys. I'm sorry, I don't really like these games. I really like the Rockets here plus the 7. I think they could possibly win this game. It's another thing, Junior. Did you know I like doing fading the team coming in off a long road trip? That's what we have for the Spurs as well. And so even Rudy Gay saying, I just not to talk too much, but Rudy Gay saying that he fears the Rockets tonight because he think they're going to play free flow. He says they have to come out early, you know what I'm saying, to jump on them. And I don't know if the Spurs can come out early after we always talk about it, Junior. They come back after off a long road trip. You got to walk the dog. You got to take the trash out now. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Now you're laying close to double digits after a team the Rockets just got their teeth kicked in by the Lakers. Mm-hmm. I really want to put some on the Rockets plus the points here tonight, guy. I really do. I feel like they're going to play inspired tonight. Got rid of Harden's. They still got some, because look, Christian Wood, who's stopping Christian Wood tonight? Junior, who's going to stop? Who's matched up with Christian? Not no damn LaMarcus Aldridge. It can't be. It can't be. Junior, what you look at Wood props tonight, my guys. He should go bonkers. He was supposed to play good against AD. AD got the best of him both times. Now he has a lovely matchup. Christian Wood should go absolutely bonkers. And another thing why I didn't like PJ Tucker, he's still probably about to be on the move as well, guys. So that's another reason why I didn't take it, because I don't know where PJ Tucker's head is. Is he like Harden? I don't want to get hurt. I'm finna get traded elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really want to be there either. So that was another thing, my God. But Junior, any thoughts on what I just said? What do you think about the Christian Wood?
Yeah, it's not a good matchup for LaMarcus, is it? That's a player who he's never been as athletic as that, even in his prime. So at this stage in his career, it's definitely a bad one. You're almost talking me into taking the points of the Rockets. Again, I just wish that at least, like you said, I mean, I just value point guard play so much that I just can't look at a team that doesn't have at least one consistent playmaker and say I'm gonna put money on that game. So this game's just a pass for me. It's gonna be interesting to see. I can't wait till they're full strength though, especially to see Wall and Oladipo together, and just to see how the market reacts to the Rockets, what kind of price we're gonna be getting. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of overreaction to some extent, though, because they're now. I wouldn't say they're a public team because they don't have a superstar. Yes. But they'll be. I'm sure they'll be popular down there in the great state of Texas, though.
Yeah, no, I'm all the way off Rockets. Eric Gordon just got listed out as well, so no, you definitely gonna need it. This is bullshit, man. I fucking hate this card, man. I'm sorry, guys. I still got to do the show, though, my guys. So next game up, we got Warriors versus Nuggets. They're lucky. Spurs are lucky that the Rockets don't have their guys tonight. So I'm going to say. But we got the Nuggets here in land 5 versus the Warriors, my guys. Total opened up at 230.5 down to 225.5. So a lot of under money coming in this one. BlackJack, any look on this one? Do the Nuggets come back to the house and get a win over the Warriors here?
I think they probably do, but the total is where I'm playing tonight, Jay. I love this over. I saw it this morning. It was around 228 or so, and I liked it there. Once we get down to 225, sign me up. I mean, again, the Nuggets are one of those teams that people tend to think of like the Raptors. I know, Junior, we talked about this, I think, yesterday or the day before. People think, oh, Denver plays really strong defense. Not this year, they haven't. Their games are 9-2 to the over this year, and they have been involved in a lot of high-scoring games. When you're looking at the way these two teams match up with each other, too, Golden State's played decent defense lately. I'll give them that. But, you and I both know that their backcourt is to say weak defensively would be an understatement. And realistically, Jokic is going to get a lot of what he wants, too. I just think we're looking at a game that's going to be an up-and-down game. You're going to see a lot of points here. 225 to me, absolutely. I want the over.
Got you. Yeah, Gary Harris still questionable as well. I'm still trying to see what's up with that, Junior. Any look on this game, my guy?
No, but I have a very strong lead to the over for all the reasons BlackJack said, because he's being very kind talking about the Nuggets defense. It's been horrendous. Their defense is garbage right now. And another thing, their offense has actually been really good. So when you combine those two factors with the fact that the Golden State Warriors backcourt, like BlackJack said, they don't really play too much defense. So there's just a whole lot of non-defensive basketball being played by both of these teams, and to at least one offense that's decent in Golden State and an above-average offense in Denver. Because there's one thing I have to say about Denver: their offense has been actually really good. Despite their defense for some reason falling off a cliff. So the under would be my strong lean, but not an official play, though.
Got you. Yeah, I was actually leaning the Nuggets here, my guys. It's still need to see what's up with Gary Harris in this spot. I didn't know Golden State has covered the last 6 in this. They've covered the last 5 games in this series, have won 4 of those 5. Simply, Steph Curry, in my opinion, Jamal Murray is going to have a field day with Steph Curry. Steph Curry can play offense, but if there's anybody in chat that wants to argue that he's a good defensive player, I'm here for it. I remember one time I was like, oh, but he gets steals. So, man, stop all that, man. You watch the guy on defense and in the playoffs where teams can really focus in on you. We're going after Curry, baby. Whoever Curry's on, that's who we're giving the ball to. If Murray comes to play tonight, I feel like he should go. He should do whatever he wants with Curry. They better try to put somebody else on him because he gonna cook. He gonna turn into Chef Curry tonight, boy. He gonna cook your ass up. But yeah, that's the only reason why I lean to the Nuggets here. I mean, come back to the house. They have a huge game. Next game was bigger for the Jazz, in my opinion. But I do think that the Nuggets are going to get them. There's nobody to stop Murray, nobody to stop Jokic, in my opinion, for the Warriors. But I mean, they do have Curry over there, so we can see if he. This is their first game on the road in a while, and now you're going into high altitude. It's not necessarily a good recipe for success, but not making an official play, especially not national TV game as well. So they're definitely not making it official without Gary Harris in there, because that's a lot of reason why I think we came back and got that one with the Nets, BlackJacks, because Gary Harris was out. So we got super lucky with that one, my guy. Next game up, last game on the card, we got the Pacers versus the Blazers here. Blazers coming in on a back-to-back spot after a huge game last night. Line opened up at 1.5 up to 3 here. Obviously, no Oladipo for Indiana here. BlackJack, any look on this one, my guy?
No, I want no part of this game. I don't have a great read on either one of these teams right now. And with them going up against each other, like you said, no Oladipo here. I don't know what I'm getting out of these two. I don't want to put money on this, that's for sure.
Yeah, I leaned the Pacers, Junior. I leaned them, but I'm not. I think that was the closest one I was going to make official, Junior. Be nice, see LeVert match suit up. Nah, that ain't finna happen. It ain't even official yet. But Junior, any look on this game, my guy?
Yeah, actually, it's my only official play. When it moved from -2.5 to the magic number 3, I hopped on the Pacers. Just a little sprinkle. It's a little something light. But yeah, no, it's an official play for me for sure. I like the Pacers. I don't like the Blazers, I'll admit that, and it's not my bias. It's just the fact that they're a team that just solely relies on offense. I think the Pacers, especially Sabonis inside, can give them some problems. I know that Nurkic is at least banged up if he's playing, or he seemed banged up to me. But no, I like the Pacers, and I think that Oladipo not playing is an addition by subtraction. He didn't want to be there anyways. He's the most ball-dominant player on their team, and a guy that doesn't want to be there still being the most ball-dominant guy on your team, that's probably not the best look. It's not like the Pacers haven't played without Oladipo either, so him being gone is that something new to Indiana? He's had major injuries for the better part of like 2 years, so I just don't think it even matters that he's not playing at all. I'm going to take the points with the Pacers. That's my pick.
And I like that too, Junior. And so Pacers do get TJ McConnell back as well, the point guard off the bench that not a whole lot of people know about that I've been talking a bunch about, that they've been missing him. They do get him back tonight. Trailblazers are 1-6 ATS last 7 home games. They're on 4 ATS in the last 4 home games with a team with a winning road record. So be interested to see. The Pacers hadn't really fared well. They're 0-5 ATS last 5 meetings in Portland. There's a lot of different teams. I just always like to go back and look at that. Brogdon weren't on any of those teams, so there's a lot of different Pacers teams, a lot of different Blazers teams. I do think they give them tonight for the simple fact that they have the rest advantage. Dame Lillard and Nurkic were both questionable before that game, or game time calls before yesterday. They both played. So I know Dame played 42 minutes. Nurkic, I think, played like another 41 minutes. So I was glad to see them come back and win that game. We know that's going to exert a lot of energy, you know what I'm saying, for you to come back. They could be still coming back hot. So let me see. Nurkic only played 30 minutes. It was CJ McCollum and Dame that both played 42 minutes, basically a piece. We know Dame went off for 40. So could be some tired legs on them jump shots tonight, man. The Pacers have a damn good defense. They got Brogdon that could throw out there on Dame Lillard. I think I'm going to go with you on that one. I didn't have official play. I like the Pacers and I like the Rockets. Junior, what's up? What you finna say?
I was going to say that's why I should be not taking notes, but I don't write notes of what I'm going to say before I come on the show. But one of the major reasons I'm fading the Blazers tonight also is because they played last night. And like you said, a lot better than I did. Those guys are coming. Those guys were questionable yesterday. So there's no way they're 100% today. No way.
I don't like to foresee the injury. It seems like it never happens anymore. But hey, could happen. I'd say get on Pacers sooner or later. We don't think anybody's going to sit out for the Pacers. Just could be something for Blazers there. I'm just saying, my guys. It's possible. It's very possible, in my opinion. Like the Pacers here, man. Their bench can match up as well. They're, you know what I'm saying? Look, they got 3 players off the bench. Pacers can match up well with the Blazers. And Junior said something there as well, where Oladipo, him being gone, this is another one where that helps the Pacers. They could be excited. Oh, we got LeVert now. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's everybody. Hey, the people that's still there, you got a ball and say, hey, LeVert can't move up in the, you know what I'm saying? Move up on your ass. He ain't even played the game yet. I got to come to ball. He can't come and take all my minutes, man. Hey. They got the rest advantage, though, and they're getting points. I like that. I'm going to make the Pacers plus the 3, man. I'm going to make them official. I like the Pacers plus 3. I'm going to sprinkle on the money line as well. I think they can get the win. Blazers going from Cali back up there to Oregon, man. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we get a late injury, my guys. But BlackJack, you're going to break them off with your official plays, my guy. Anything else you like leaning?
Nah, man, I'm sticking with those 3. I'm going with Philly minus the 10.5. I want the Hornets plus the 8.5. And over 225 with the Warriors and Nuggets.
Got you. Nice looks there, my guy. Nice looks. Junior, what you got, my brother?
Yeah, I'm just one official play, Pacers plus 3. I like the number. I think the Pacers can keep it close with this team. Obviously, the Blazers, they've won a couple of games in a row, and they've been on fire from 3. They're shooting 42% from 3 in their last 4 games. And they've also not really been turning the ball over. I think they're only averaging, if I'm not mistaken, like 11 turnovers a game the last 4. So they're doing it. I definitely recognize why anyone that likes the Blazers would be on them. I just think also if you look at who they've played, I don't have it in front of me. I should probably pull it up, but I think they played Sacramento twice, the Bulls once, and somebody else. Like their wins are not great. The Pacers are definitely a step up in competition from the last 4 teams that they played. I can tell you that. So I like a team that, if anything, this to me is a 50-50 game. I'm taking the points with the Pacers.
Jerry Beatty says, Jay, have you heard when LeVert starts with Indy? Usually takes like 48 hours after the trade is being announced. So I would say probably 2 to 3 days from now. They're going to give him a little time to practice and stuff. Yeah, the Blazers have won 4 straight, but like you said, like you just alluded to, it was over Timberwolves, over Minnesota, Sacramento a couple of times, and they struggle versus the Raptors. It seemed like the Blazers kind of don't play as well at the house. This shit's crazy. But if they struggle versus the Raptors and had to come back and win that game by 1, I do think they'll lose this game versus this Pacers, especially, I mean, it's 3rd game in 4 nights for both teams, but it's a back-to-back for the Blazers with travel. Pacers already been there waiting on their ass. You just go bye-bye, Oladipo. You take your ass on, man. You ain't playing the last game anyway. Take your ass on. So I do think the Pacers get a job done. Blazers have been hot, but like I say, Pacers have the rest advantage. It's going to be a small play for me. I'm going with my guy, Junior. Oh, damn, the graphic guys didn't even bring it down to Junior's picks, but y'all know what it is. My guy, Junior, he riding with the Pacers, and I'm riding with him as well. I was already leaning him, but I'm going to ride with my guy, Junior, on this one. I wasn't going to have a play today. I even told BlackJack, I said, I ain't even going to the spot, man, but I'm going to put I'm put some more places. Plus the 3, man. Give them to me. I gotta go throw my blue and yellow on now, man. But it's all good. Let's cash it tonight, Junior. We finna get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. Much stronger card, my guys. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Had 728 tuning in, even with a small card. So appreciate everybody for watching. Hit the like button.
Subscribe. Hit that like button.
For real though. If you like the content, my guys, and hey, like I always say, come back tomorrow and tune in with us as well, my guys. Appreciate it.